You already know what it is. Your boy Prince Roy Elite, Divine Allah, the kings in the building. Yes. First, I'd like to give my condolences and my sympathy to the people in Chicago. It's September 30th, 2015. If you heard it last night, there was 14 deaths within 15 hours, shooting deaths that is, violent deaths within 15 hours. And, you know, the mayor's living. Of course, the town is crazy because that's some crazy shit. So first of all, my condolences. And when I hear about things like that, I feel kind of sympathetic, empathetic, but wisdom always tell me part of the problem is the powers that be themselves, the power structures. Because y'all pick and celebrate artists whose music and art promotes this type of nonsense. So when you see the cause and effect, and everything is cause and effect, and the effect of these guys' music and their lifestyles, and you get this type of shit, and then the city, the town, they're confused. But Chi-Town, Def Jam, they signed an artist named Chief Keef, who did what he did, got famous, got a lot of doppelgangers or imitators of him. And these are the type of artists that promote that type of shit. You get Def Jam, they got artists like Bobby Shmurda. They promote this type of shit. So when you go in the city and you see violence and people imitating the things they see, you have to ask yourself, who's to blame? Is it the artist? The artists are just doing what they do to get what they get, how they get it. But the labels, they pick certain type of artists who promote certain type of lifestyles, all of them. Def Jam, Interscope, Universal, you can name them all. It's all the same shit. And they pick certain type of artists who promote certain type of lifestyles. And then all of a sudden later, when the fans and the people follow these artists because they're always in my face, you're promoting them, you sold them to me, you gave these guys to me. And then when they start imitating, then the town is wild. They go crazy. We're at the State Armory. If anyone knows about here, a couple of months ago, we had Amigos concert came here. The shit turned violent, went out of control. And the powers that be in the 518, they said, here, we don't celebrate that type of stuff. We don't celebrate that type of artists because we don't want that type of thing to happen. So from now on, artists like Migos and Migos themselves, and any artists who promote negativity and just violence, we don't want them here. And if you know anything about the 518, you Google our news, we'll have some violence here because it's humans here. They may have us shooting here or there because it's humans here. But we generally and typically don't have a lot of crazy shit because the 518 promotes certain type of artists. They promote artists like myself. There's a lot of independent artists who doing their thing, but it's more on a positive note. So our powers that be, our power structure, shout out to Mayor Kathy, Sharon, they don't promote that type of stuff. They don't allow that type of stuff, so we have that type of stuff. So I'll take my platform and my voice to try to help the world. You know, not get into that crazy stuff, but part of my brain and wisdom always tell me I only do but so much I can do. Because the world, you choose these. These are the leaders that you put in place of you. Music, politicians, the labels. You celebrate it. You pick the song. You pick the lifestyle. And then when you get what you get, whose fault is it? So it's an old statement that says you get what you give. If you want better, you give better. If you plant poison, you're going to get poison. If you plant goodness, you're going to get goodness. So just like they always say, the pyramid, everything starts at the top and it goes downhill. So you need to start talking to your leaders, the labels, the people that pick these artists and that promote these artists, that do all that crazy shit, and then you won't keep getting all that crazy shit. And with that, it's your boy, I'm in the 518, Allah born, Prince Roy Elite, Divine Allah, the kings in the building. Yes.